What's going on, guys? Kolgarr here. Welcome back to the channel. I've got another Black Squad video for you today. In this video, I want to discuss the new patch released on April 8th. There's been a lot of changes to weapon tweaks, damage, decreases, and increases. I think the meta is going to change a lot from this. They've also added a few additional pieces of content and changed some of the boxes around. We'll get to that as well. But the main focus I want to go on is how all of the gun damage shifts are going to change the game. So we'll just go in order here. The first thing they talk about is this new game mode called Supply Raid. I haven't played it. Actually, the first thing I'm doing after reading this is making this video, so I haven't been able to get a chance to really test anything out. But just an 8v8. It looks interesting. Looks like something I would maybe consider playing. Maybe I'll do another video on my first playthrough of a Supply Raid game mode, but yeah, we'll see. I'm all for changes. I mean, even if they're changes that I generally won't partake in, I'm still all for them creating new game modes to try to keep the game fresh for new players or other players that are getting into the game. So who knows, maybe that could be a good addition. So here's the big thing. All of the weapon rebalancing. It's funny. 2 days ago, I had a conversation with someone about how there's been absolutely zero meta shifts, and that's why the game's stale and people don't want to play. And here we are 2 days later, and there's a bunch of things that are going to shift the meta. So firstly, rate of fire increase for weapons. Now, a lot of these are SMGs, and they got increased, which is interesting. But if you look, the AK-12 weapon fire rate got increased. Now, I don't know how they separate that between the AK-12 and the AK-12 GL, because I don't see any GL specifications on here. So if my AK-12 non-GL is already, which is already faster, is getting another weapon rate increase, weapon fire rate increase, and this is gonna be crazy. AK-74, don't know if I agree with that, but a lot of these are just kind of irrelevant weapons. I think this might actually make it so that a lot of these weapons might actually become relevant again. I mean, I remember when people used to use the MDR, so who knows? Maybe people might use that again. Rate of fire decreased for weapons. Type 95. Can't say I'm surprised, but I wonder how that's going to change how many people use the Type 95, or if it will actually make it improved, because you know, in some situations when you're hip firing, I've wanted the Type 95 to be a little bit slower, but we'll see. AK-47, meh, whatever. I didn't think it was too fast as it is. S15. There's an S15 in both the increase and decrease. Same with the AK-74M. I wonder if that's like they didn't specify the GL versions, and it's like one got increased and one got decreased for GL, non-GL. Whatever. I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Changes to damage on body parts. That's right. The #1 body shooter, Kolgarr. Damage on chest is increased. All you guys that were talking crap, guess what? Look at me now. Fatal damage shot increased on a bunch of SMGs. I guess that's not unsurprising. Damage on arms or legs increased for the weapons below. DSR, AXMC. Okay, so just a bunch of snipers and stuff. Damage by distance. I don't think that damage length or damage decrease length actually will change the meta all that much. I don't think that's ever been a considering factor when people are choosing a weapon. But so you can actually just hit people better longer. Zoom or spread is widened when a player is walking without zooming. Spread is widened when a shot is made without zooming. So just hip fire is becoming harder. Recoil increased without zooming. Okay, so again, hip fire is just getting harder, and just running around and one-tapping people with pistols likely isn't going to happen anymore either. That is a huge change. I mean, a lot of my old buddies that played this game would open up sights just because they get the speed increase with pistols, and they were so confident with their aim that they would just run in and just one-tap 3 people with a rhino. So this is changing some stuff. This is definitely changing the meta. You know, I lied earlier when I said I hadn't done anything other than make this video. I did hop on and just try out AK-12 in a bot TDM, and I also watched a stream, and I saw 3 people using an LMG in a comp game. So already I can see some effects of this changing. The mobility makes sense. LMG's heavy. I carried one in the army. They're not light, that's for sure. Recoil decreased when a player crouches to shoot. So, okay, people might be using that more to like anchor sights, especially with a bunch of bullets. And then change the sniper rifles. General damage increase for weapons below. 2 irrelevant sniper rifles. No one cares about the Dragunov. Damage decrease on torso. All of the relevant snipers have damage decrease on torsos and damage decrease on legs. Well, I wonder if that makes the AXMC irrelevant now, because an AXMC already tanked quite a bit. You'd hit people in the arm and they would just take 70 damage. So I wonder how often people are actually going to be tanking an AXMC shot now, which makes it kind of worthless, to be honest. I wonder. I'm gonna have to wait and see what all these shifts have done for the weapons, and maybe kind of report to you guys in my stream. And if anyone has any questions, I'll kind of give my take. But flak jacket update. I mean, I don't really like this change. It just adds more things you gotta do. I get it. Other big games have like armors and stuff, but it's not like you're buying it mid-round, so it's kind of pointless. And then the V-Fun channeling celebration. I don't know what that is. Don't care. Shop discount, additional boosts. Okay, just more boost. Bullet deals, assorted weapon sales. Okay, I've actually seen a picture of like a card for this. It actually looks pretty decent. None of these guns I would actually want though, so it doesn't really matter to me. Shop. No real cool guns in the shop, just the Undertaker skins. They are cool, but I don't use any of these weapon skins. Cherry art. I know a lot of people like the cherry art skins, so this could be beneficial for some people. And then an old box component update. Deadleaf was removed and they added with Undertaker. Who knows, I might do a box opening. We'll see how that goes. And then the miscellaneous stuff is just not really all that important. Boy, a lot of these changes I think are really gonna change the meta of Black Squad. I think this is great. Something refreshing, something that we haven't dealt with in a very long time with meta shifts. I think the last real meta shift was when they introduced non-GL versions of weapons, and even then that wasn't really all that big. I think this will make it a little bit more refreshing. I feel like a lot of these changes will actually help a lot of the new players as well, so maybe we'll get an increase in players, and who knows, we'll have to see how I enjoy these changes. But who knows, maybe I'll be playing Black Squad a little bit longer because of this. So it's nice to see some initiatives being taken. What do you guys think of the changes? Make sure to leave a comment down below of your favorite or least favorite change, and I'll be sure to reply to all the comments that I see regarding this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.